Broadcasting from deep within the StreamYard studios, from high atop the KPC Music Corporate Tower in the southwest desert town of Kanab, Utah. This is doloremvox, and now your host, Kelly Chambers.
Okay. Wasn't ready. Well, this is Kelly, and this is the doloremvox podcast, and I'm getting a lot of latency, a lot of slapback. I hope you're not. If you're out there, maybe you would. I've got a really bad slapback. It's kind of hard to talk, so I'll just take the headphones off, and that's a lot better. But I won't be able to hear anything. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing what I'm hearing, because it's not great. It's it's like a second delay. And I tried for the last hour to fix it, and I couldn't. So, one sec. I hope you enjoyed the intro. Let me know if you're watching this. You think it's too long? You know, I don't know. Let's see. What are the comments here? What do we got here? Says sounds good. That works. And that's from Paul. You're gonna find out a lot about Paul. It's because of him that I'm doing this. And I was gonna play a commercial for Misery Corp, the Misery Corporation. So we'll be right back. Check this out. All right. That's the new Misery Inc. Whistleblower. I love it. It's dark, ambient. It's just wonderful. And coming soon, the interview with Twilight Transmission. I got to take this off. This slapback sucks. And thank God you guys aren't hearing the slapback that I'm hearing. It's hard to talk. So I'll just I'll put the headphones on when I need to, I guess. But that right there, that was a commercial for Whistleblower, done by Misery Corp and our friend Paul Gilbert. And Paul was the one that came to me before October of last year and said, hey, let's do a podcast. So I ran with it, man, from October 1st all the way up to today. I haven't shaved yet. I know I need to, but I've been just so deep in this, learning what I can, and I still got much more to learn. Like I said, the microphone is, I got a bit of a delay, and I'm sure it's fixable. I'll figure it out. I said the whole last hour from 4 o'clock on to now, I've been doing this. But here, let me do this real quick here. Call this easy mode. How about that? We'll do that. Call it easy mode. Let's see. I've got let's just do this here. Let's what are we doing here? We got tickers here. Just thought I would just run this for shits and giggles. Let's change it. Let's see. There we go. Welcome to the Dolorem podcast with your host, KellyPc. That's me. So I don't have many of these scrolls done. I know I need to get them done, and I will eventually. Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm on StreamYard, as it said in the beginning. So, it's a learning curve. And I've been with StreamYard for less than a month. And I figured, well, I better man up and pay for this because I need this in order to go live. I'm live right now on Facebook, hopefully Facebook. I haven't checked. Let me turn on my monitor here. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see. Am I going live on Facebook? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know. Hey, Paul, if you're out there, can you check my Facebook? I don't see where I'm running a live stream. It says I am, I guess. But, oh, there it is. It says live on my avatar. Oh, there I am. So, so if you click on my avatar, it says live around my picture all the way at the top there. And I'm being messaged by Paul. There he is. He sent me all kinds of crazy shit. Okay, let's, sorry about that. Let me do this again real quick. Nothing like a nice pipe. Okay, so with that, let's see, the show opener, we got the numbers going around and around. That was to one of my songs, Band Jewel, off of the Fairy Monster LP. If you go to www.uropatwin.com or down in the comments, or what, not comments, the about here in YouTube, if you go down into the information, you'll find all my links, and the link to uropatwin.com is in there, and Uropatwin on YouTube is there. There's some videos there that I've done. So and the show opener, that music, the 2-minute opener, that was by Twilight Transmission. There's a new one, Radio Void, and you're going to hear that again, definitely. And that's done by Christopher Alvarado, who will be here soon. We're looking around February, the beginning of February. Get him in here. Maybe the first Wednesday of February. And we are on Thursday, because I couldn't go live yesterday. Like I said, it's a learning curve. So, and I'm learning. How about that? But, yeah. And with that, how about me? Those of you that don't really know me, who the hell am I? Who's Kelly Chambers, and why am I here? Well, I'm here because Paul came, like I said, hey, let's do a podcast. I said, okay, sure. And like anything and everything, I dove headlong into it, and I had to. To start with, doloremvox is Latin for the voice of pain, or voice of pain. And that's good, because I live with chronic pain and have been living with chronic pain for over 20 years now. Let's see, I think I have a picture here I can show you, tell you exactly what I can't even get that to work right. I can't even get that to work right. Let's see, where is the pictures? Did I put pictures here? I guess I didn't. I thought I did. Yes, I didn't. I thought I put pictures of a spine. But I guess I didn't. I must have put that somewhere else. Oh, well. Oh, well. Anyway, I got my teleprompter here. I hate reading a teleprompter. But, yeah, it says, what does it say? I have degenerative disc disease in my neck. And that is called, and I don't see it here. I thought degenerative disc disease describes a group of symptoms that may result from the gradual wear and tear of spinal discs from acute spinal injury. That's what I was as a child, no doubt. I come from a family of performers, skaters. My brother and sister both. They hold national championships to this day. Nobody's ever beat them, or I guess they stopped doing it. It's kind of the same thing as ice skating. Same deal. I did it. Fell a lot, and no wonder I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. On top of COPD, don't smoke, kids. Trust me, don't smoke. But so degenerative disc disease, and it's in my neck. Most of it's degenerative disc disease in the neck is also known as cervical disc disease. That's what I have. It's a common condition that occurs when the discs in your spine wear down, and that's what's going on. And months ago, my neck went out. After 20 years, I was doing okay. Didn't even need oxygen. And when I first became disabled with this disease, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I couldn't hardly walk. I was bent over. I was working. I was painting at the Bangor General Hospital in Bangor, Maine. And it was a nurse that said, I went and saw a nurse because, I worked at a hospital. And she says it's, what did I tell her? I thought it was my, what did I thought it was? I don't know. I couldn't feel my left leg went numb. And she said, no, it's your neck. I couldn't even relate to that. My neck? What do you mean my neck? I couldn't hardly breathe, and so I had 2 surgeries. First one did not go well, and it permanently disabled me for life. And I had a second one to correct it. I don't know if that even happened, but like I said, months ago, my neck went out again, and it's bad, actually. But doing this podcast, I've been able to just dive right in head first, and it's really helped ward off depression, because all I did before this was basically lied here in bed and watched a lot of TV, watched a lot of YouTube. So, with that, I'll move on. Anyway, I'm not a victim, by the way. I'm not a victim. I don't tell you guys this about what I'm dealing with for sympathy. That's the last thing I want. At this point, I see a pain doctor every month. I take pain medication. I've been on pain meds for 20 years. What I take daily, most people couldn't handle. But, you build up to it. And that's about it. I use cannabis oil. That seems to help. And I've been using cannabis most of my life. I think if there wasn't cannabis, I wouldn't be here today. I really believe that. So I'm a big proponent of that. I have my medical card here in Utah. And we'll get into that down the road. I had some issues. I was asked to leave the county. This was over almost 10 years ago. So I did. It was a RICO thing. And like I said, we'll get into that later. We don't need to go into that today. But it's a part of my story. And I don't want to leave it out. And doing this podcast here, I've always loved radio. I got my radio operator's license, an FCC license, back in 1982. And I was at, what the name of that radio station? I started out up in Weber State College. my uncle, God rest his soul, he's not with us, said, hey, come on up. I'm doing a radio program at the college, and I'd love to have you as a part of it. And so I ran up there because I grew up, I always loved talk radio. This wasn't really, it was talk radio. We did things like, we did exposés or whatever you call it on different bands once a week. And I ended up with my own show once a week. I did record where I'd take a record that nobody liked or cared for at that time and break it on air and, crazy crap like that. It's not original. Other people have done it. And then from there, down the road, I ended up working at Clear Channel Broadcasting at K-Talk, Salt Lake City. Did that for quite a long time. I even had my own show on Sunday mornings called Tradio. It was like an on-air flea market. People call in and they're selling this or doing this or that. And it was fun. A lot of people listened. I enjoyed doing it. I mean, who else was going to be there at 6 in the morning on a Sunday? And I did other things. Did AA on the air at the time, which some people didn't care for, but I got the blessing of the New York office to do that, and I did it, and we kept our anonymity as best as we could. I'm not real active in it anymore, but, haven't drank in years. But we can get that down the road. A good part of this podcast is I have grandchildren out there I've never even met. My daughters won't talk to me. I had a really bad divorce. Let's put it that way. Who can relate to that? And that's something I don't want to get into today, but we'll get into it. This is kind of a tell-all. If you guys want to hear about it, I'll tell you about it. Just let me know, and we'll go into it. I have no issues with that. And I miss my daughters. And if they're watching this, Eva, Elsie, Eris, please contact your father. I mean, I try. I call. I send messages. And nothing. And I've done nothing to, for this to happen. I've done nothing to them. And that's the truth. But we all play a part. We all play a part. So, like I said, I'm not a victim. I've played my part. And I continue to play my part. And all I can do is try to live without expectations today, No expectations in people, places, or things. So with that, hey, I was born in Alameda, California, which is basically Oakland. It's an island right off of Oakland right there. It's got the big naval base. And that's where Kelly was born. Was born in 1962, January 29th, which is coming up this month, and I won't be broadcasting next Wednesday. I might. I said I'm not, but I might. I'm definitely going to broadcast on my birthday, January 29th, on Wednesday. And then after that, I was going to do every week. So, and I might take the time. Like I said, I'm still learning this stuff here, this StreamYard, which is awesome. And, I need to figure it out. What am I exactly doing? I thought I had everything ready. I got music, I got videos, and I forgot to even put a picture of the neck thing that I'm looking at. Yeah, but that's it. I'm legally disabled. When that happened, I was in Maine, of course, and I started writing. Actually, writing a novel. Got to meet Stephen King, which was great. He's a good guy. I got one of my short stories published. I started writing this novel called The Black Box, which is fictional. Never finished it. What I did is I kind of dove right into my music. I figured, okay, I'm never going to paint again. I was a professional painter, actually. Back in the 90s when I came off the road from touring, playing music, touring, performing, I was a front man for a couple different, bands, singer. And, yeah, I started doing that with Nothing Sacred back in the 80s. That was my heyday. We were really going places, but, it was drugs and shit that broke us up. So I went from that to faith industry. Well, victims of fashion, VOF we called it. We had a whole line of clothing, and the whole thing had management and money behind us. It was great. Yeah, faith industry. I wrote pretty much all the music. I had members, and I sang. I was the front man for that band. And I've done recording projects. I decided to start going with Uropatwin. Like if you go to my website, uropatwin.com, you'll see I've got a crap. It's my discography. Tons of music. I still have music on analog, on tape, that needs to be digitized. I have a whole set of, I mean, I've got a lot online. If you go there, you'll see. But I even have just as much that I need to digitize, and hopefully that's on my bucket list. But, yeah. So I started playing professionally when I was a little over 15, 14. Started playing drums with a band called Dave May in the Moderns. We played all cover tunes, played around the Bay Area, Fisherman's Wharf, all over. All the places that tourists would go, we played. I was so young, I had to stay backstage. The bars and stuff, I wasn't allowed to, to stay backstage. I couldn't be in the bar areas where we were playing because I was too young. But that was my first experience, actually, professionally. I mean, in high school, I played with bands and stuff like that, but that was my first professional gig. And from there, I kind of took off, started recording, doing a lot of my own recordings. That's been my goal, to be able to play all the instruments. And I've got a drum set in the kitchen. I've got guitars in the living room. I need a bigger house. I need a studio. I'm working in a 6x10 studio right now. And I'm here in Kanab. I moved here right before COVID hit, like right before. I started looking for homes. I was looking about 180 was my cap, and COVID hit, forget it. So hopefully with Trump in office and all that, the prices will go down and I'll be able to move on. I'm renting, and I don't like renting. Never have. I've always purchased, had my own deal. And if you purchase or own your own home, you know what I mean. Anyway, I have here, I got a list of stuff so I don't forget, but the bands I were in, I was in a noise band called D.D. Downer and the Science Project. I played guitar. It was noise, like Minimal Man was a band back then, noise band, if some of you may know. That was early. But we were, I enjoyed it. We went to L.A., we toured with, Necropolis of Love. And that band right there, we got Dave Velasquez, the singer for Necropolis of Love, and he's scheduled as a guest here on doloremvox. So he'll be showing up here, hopefully in February. And we got JR. Looking forward to that interview. We're going to have a great time. And hopefully JR will come back as just a guest host. I mean, I always, Christopher Alvarado and Paul Gilbert. Come on, Paul. Have him just sitting in the wings, just hanging out. It's nice to have somebody here to, bounce stuff off. So we'll see. So next time you tune in, we may have somebody sitting in the co-host seat. I don't know. But right now we don't have a co-host. I have Jeremy Stevens, new friend of mine, and he's getting his equipment together. He'll co-host. So hopefully you'll see Jeremy sooner than later. And then guest hosts, as I mentioned. Yeah, I started my own business, painting, chambers painting. I was a founder of Yellow Moon Records up in Salt Lake City. And we had some success. We had some people that we were able to help out and get record deals. That's what we were, a small label. And it was the guys with money. They weren't musicians at all that took over and ruined the business. I ended up having to go to court because they wanted, taking the rights to all my music, equipment. And I ended up, with the equipment that was mine and my rights to my music. So that all worked out. And we can go into that down the road, I guess. Yeah. moved to Maine in 2000. I remember in Tooele, Utah, we had my ex-wife, Lorraine, and I purchased a beautiful, beautiful modular home, huge, 4 bedrooms. We had an extra bed for guests, and it was wonderful. And I remember, this was before we moved to Maine. I remember sitting there the night that it went from 1999 to 2000. Like everybody, we're listening to a scanner. Of course, I had a scanner, and we're just waiting. We're just sitting there. I'll never forget. We're waiting. Oh God, the airplanes are coming. Things are going to drop out of the sky. Nothing happened. What do I have here? Yep, 17 years of marriage and then divorce. And it wasn't a good one. And we won't go into that right now. But we can. Yeah, down the road. Moved back to Salt Lake in 2004. And signed with the Tate Music Group. I did a CD, which you can download, called Bombastic. And basically that CD is a best of Uropatwin. I have a lot of singles and stuff on my website, my Bandcamp site, uropatwin.com site. And if you want the best of my best, I would say go there and download Bombastic. And it was in stores. It was in Kmart, Walgreens, not Walgreens, or Walmart. So I'm waiting to, every time I go there, I always go through the bin, the cheap CDs and crap like that. I know I'm going to see it eventually. I'm going to be in there eventually. But or you might, who knows? Like I said, I was asked to leave the county. Kane County is where I live. So I moved to Mesquite. I set up an apartment there and everything prior to the last court date I had on the RICO case that I was involved with. I can't believe it ended up there was a case. But, I was kind of railroaded there, but that's for another cast. I could do a whole 2 hours on just that. And I will. I've got a CD, from this. Can play some of that. That ought to be interesting. But, let's see, what do I have here? From Mesquite, I was only there a year. I was there to do that CD, Bombastic. Then I ended up moving to Fossil, Oregon. And I didn't stay there that long, really, a couple of years. It was really far out. I mean, far out, away from big stores. I mean, you had to travel almost 2 hours to go do some serious shopping. So I ended up going into Burns, Oregon, which is the desert, which is a lot like where I'm at here in Kanab, desert. I love the desert. So I was there for quite a while. I don't know why I left. I had a really nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath trailer, just me by myself. I had all the room I needed. I had a studio, an extra bedroom. And I ended up leaving and going to LA, thinking I was going to do something there. A friend of mine said, come on down, and I did. And in order to stay there with him, I would have had to come up with $1,000 a month towards the mortgage. I can't afford that. I'm disabled, for Christ's sake. That's almost what I get a month. So anyway, I ended up heading out of there and coming where I'm at now. So, sorry, I'm looking at my notes here, but yeah, Weber State, Ogden, KWCR, that was the radio station, the college station there. And then I went to work at KTKK. I was the official webmaster for Martin Davis. I don't know if anybody remembers him. He was an English guy. He did a talk show out of KTKK, Salt Lake City. And I was his webmaster for quite a long time, which was great. I learned HTML on my own and did websites and got into that. Got to get into something, right? So, what do we got? upcoming interviews. Like I said, Twilight Transmission. That's going to be a great one. I'm really excited about that. Misery Corp, Paul. I'm really looking forward to it. I have more of his music than anyone's. And then, of course, JR. Get him on here. He's the CEO or whatever of Slaughterhouse Records. Fine music there. And the links are down below. Just go in YouTube and you'll find it. Yeah. Necropolis of Love, David Velasquez. That'll be great. I don't know if we'll get any other members from the band from Necropolis from back in the day, the 80s. I'd like to get Peter Vanilla. He was kind of the leader of the show. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm doing a lot of research. And that's the fun thing about doing a podcast. You know, you got guests coming, you got to do research. So that's all I've been doing. Lots of research. So, yeah, let's see. I went into that. So, yeah, I'm legally disabled. I deal with chronic pain daily. Some days are better than others. Some days is more depressing than others. And I haven't really dealt with the depression since I've been doing this. It's something to be said about putting, your mind towards something. It helps. It's still hard for me to walk or to get up and go from my studio into my bedroom or my studio into the bathroom. Sometimes it's a feat just to do it. And that's been recent. My neck went out again, and I'm not wearing my brace. Usually I am when it's hurting bad. But I already have breathing issues, so with the neck, that just intensifies it. And I went in for some steroid shots just last month. They did nothing. I've had them in the past. So I think what we're going to have to do at this point is see a neurosurgeon. We have to go back in for another surgery. But it's not getting better. And I will try my best to not let it affect my podcast. I'll try to be here no matter how I feel. If I'm feeling like crap, I'll just tell I feel like crap. Give me a few inches. Or whatever the saying is. Yeah, here, 1 second here. Let's run a commercial real quick. I can light my pipe and take a bit of a break here, and I can't get my mouse to work. What the hell? I can't get my mouse to work. Come on, mouse. Dang it, I can't get it. See, that's it. Anything and everything's going to happen. It's going to happen now. I mean, now my... okay, now, no. Damn it. This is one of my favorite bands right now. They've been around for 15 years. They're out of Orange, California. Cerebellum. I always have trouble saying it. Cerebellum. They're really great, man. I found them on Instagram, but everywhere. They're Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, just check this out. Update the system without the crown. There's a feeling we've been let down. Nothing for granted. This time around, there are voices screaming the sound. Update the system without the crown. Come on. Update the system without the crown. There's a feeling we've been let down. Nothing for granted. This time around, there are voices screaming the sound. What is this thing in me? Searching for your All right. I love those guys here. Let's put this. This is what I got from. We put it in the background. I hope that's not too loud. This band is called Stygian Dark. I think that. Let's go to the chat real quick. What do we got here? Linda, hey sweet. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got George Kamara. I can't talk to you. It's good to see everybody. All right. I hope that's not too loud, guys. There was a way to. There we go. There's Linda. She's up there. Well, I wish I still talk to my brother, bitch. I do talk to Betsy. I'll tell her you said hi. I do send messages to Mitch. But, like everybody else, nobody wants to talk. So, I've got this podcast. At least it's a part of my legacy. I can leave this for those grandkids that I've yet to meet. Hopefully I will. But as time goes on, I'm not getting any healthier. I mean, I could not be back at all. I had a stroke a little over a year ago, and I didn't even know it. Doctor called. I went in for some tests, and the doctor called me at home, said, "You need to go to the hospital." And I'm like, "Oh, great." And yeah, ended up in the hospital. There he is. See, there's Clark. Sounds great. There he is. There he is. I can't get my mouse to work. I'm sorry. Damn. Which means I can't toggle over from here. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I like having the thrash metal in the background. I think it's over. No? This is great, JR. Thanks. I love it, man. I think I have it on loop. I think that's what's going on. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know. I got to sell it down. This is back to the start. Yeah, I like these guys. God, I hope it's not, it's loud enough. Oh, now my mouse is working. Okay, now see what I'm doing here. What am I doing here?
Have an idea for a show topic? Send your ideas to doloremvox@gmail.com. If we choose your idea or topic, you will be... Have an idea for a show topic? Send your ideas to Dolorem...
Gee.
Have an idea for a show topic? Send your ideas to doloremvox@gmail.com. If we choose
I'm still here. Come on.
Have an idea
let's
for
go.
a show topic? Send your ideas to doloremvox@gmail.com. If we choose your idea or topic, you will be invited to join us live during that particular broadcast to share with us your reason you picked that topic and what it means to you. Live participation not required.
Yeah, so if you have an idea for a show, God, this slapback sucks. Yeah, send me an email, doloremvox@gmail.com, or even right here in the message, And if you do that, you'll be invited to come on live. You don't have to, but you're welcome to, definitely. Definitely.
Coming soon on the Dolorem Vox podcast, the Twilight Transmissions interview with Christopher Alvarado. So subscribe today and tell a friend. Dolorem Vox. Your podcast. Our podcast. The podcast. Don't sweat the petty things. And never, never pet the sweaty things. Dolorem Vox, a podcast about anything and everything. Subscribe today and tell a friend.
I'm doing a video for you. I'm doing a video for you.
That's me on the drums back in LA when I was in LA. It's not real good video footage. Here, I'll show you. Okay, here's a commercial for me. Well, see, I'm trying to run a video and it's not working. Damn it. Dance Kyoto. I'm playing it in the background. Let me turn it up a little bit here. I've got it going on in the background. There we go. If it's too loud, tell me, please. Whoops. Dancing. Dancing. I did this for all my fans back in Japan. I was hoping to tour, play in Japan, go over to Belgium, hang out with David from Narcopolis of Love. He's like a brother to me. I miss being way over in Belgium and all, but hey, we can still talk here. And he'll be here. It'll be a great interview. I can't wait. Sorry, I hope I'm coming in okay. This delay sucks. Hopefully I'm not too loud. We got a comment. Wait, let me go to the comment real quick and see. Yeah. I don't know what misery is right now. Yeah. George Carmona. Sorry, dude. I have to learn how to use my translator while I'm in StreamYard so I can talk to my friends in Spain. Yeah. All right. There we go. How about that? Change the background. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I could show you one of my videos. I thought I would do that. At least show one video per podcast. And I've got my very, very first video that I did back in 2012, maybe? It's called Love My Monsters. And I'm debating if I should show it. Wow, that didn't work out quite as I planned. I don't know if you guys saw that whole commercial for Cryptic. That's another one from Misery Corp. Sorry, I'm looking at something when I should be looking at you, but I'm looking at this. Trying to see, I'll get it together. I'll get it together. I wanted to show it. Oh, excuse me. Wanted to show you. Well, let's do this, followed by Sarah Bellin. Just 55 seconds video I did for here. I did it just for this podcast. They didn't do these videos. I did them. And so let's do this from my friends at Incense Warehouse. If you need incense of any kind, of any type, go to incensewarehouse.com or give them a call. And of course, I did get the number down, but it's in the app. So, yeah.
Incense Warehouse. Top quality incense at unbelievable prices. If you love a particular scent, they will have it. Online at incensewarehouse.com or call 516-513-1532 and tell them that doloremvox sent you. Incense Warehouse. Increase your atmospheric resolution of smells today.
Okay. Incense Warehouse. So if you call them, you're going to get Brian, not Bill, Brian. And if you call them, tell them that doloremvox sent you. And he will treat you right. My official first commercial. IncenseWarehouse.com.
Command codes verified.
Update the system without the crown. There's a fee.
Command codes verified.
Update the system without the crown. There's a feeling we've been let down. Nothing for granted this time around. Hear our voices screaming the sound. What is this being made? Searching for your energy. Can we just go back to the
Romper, bomper, stomper, boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today. Did all my friends have fun at play?
Okay. And I've got my magic mirror. And I can see Paul. Hey, Paul. Thanks for watching, bud. You got to come on, okay? And who else do we have? Well, we have Linda. And we have Tina and Terry. And, of course, my sister, Lily Fairy Monster. And let's see, who else do we see in my magic mirror today? Oh, we got Jim and Bill and Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. And I hope you all are having fun today and enjoying the podcast. We will come back and do another one on our next podcast. So it was great seeing who I saw in my magic mirror. And I look forward to seeing you again. So stay happy and stay free.
Hey there, friends. It's your buddy Kelly Chambers. And guess what? Kelly's got something super magical to show you. Ever heard of a magic mirror? No? Well, in order for the magic to work, you must recite this incantation. Romper, bomper, stomper, boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? Look at that. The magic is working, and the mirror is shining bright, and it's ready to tell us all about your fun day. Did you play with your favorite toys? Or maybe you had a blast watching the doloremvox podcast with friends? Oh, I see someone had an amazing time with paints and colors. And some of you were dancing like little stars. How cool is that? Remember, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. is a chance to have fun and make new friends. Kelly loves hearing all about your adventures. So keep watching and keep sharing doloremvox with friends. That's it for today. Don't forget to check in every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to the doloremvox podcast. Until next time, stay magical and keep having fun. Bye-bye.
Okay. And that was Love My Monsters. Now, I've had this video up on YouTube for years. I've been with YouTube forever. I've been with Facebook 20 years, YouTube almost as long. And that was actually taken down because of something that they found that, undesirable. It was probably the pictures of the bondage crap. It was all taken from movies, monster movies, that sort of thing. Hey, Lily. I'm going to say hi to my sis. That's Lily. She's going to be on here. I'm going to be interviewing her. She's part of a hoop generation, we call it, or the hula hoops. People aren't just using hula hoops like they used to back when I was growing up. But, yeah. So it's good to see her. Just popped in and said hi. No, she said hi. There we go. Hi. Hey. Yeah, we're getting close to the end here. So I thought I would, let's see, what did I think I was going to do? Do something here. What was it I was going to do? There was something I was going to show these pictures. This happened back in 2017. That's my car burning. That's it right there. I miss it. That's my Lincoln Town car, 1993. Classic. God, I love that car. And it ended up catching fire. There it is. Yeah, the people who live next door to me, their trailer caught fire. I was living in a 2-bedroom trailer at the time that I bought there in Burns, Oregon. Yeah, I remember I was asleep on the couch. I woke up and I saw all this shadowing. I'm thinking, wow, it's weird. What's the weather like? I look outside and it's smoke. By the time I went out the back door with my keys to move my car, I couldn't do it. The car was already melting. And it really sucked to sit there and watch it. And luckily, nothing burned in my house. But the firemen came and it was the water that ended up ruining a lot of it. I mean, it blew out my windows because they went ahead and hosed down my house because it was right there. It started catching fire, the outside of my house. So, fire. There's nothing you can, you just sit there and watch your life burn in front of you. But, yep. And there we go. See you in hell. Yeah. My beautiful car. I miss it. No. But I'll get another one eventually. Hopefully. Hopefully. So I think that's about what we had going for today. I thought I had more planned. But I guess I didn't. I don't know. Let's see. What else? I'm looking through my list here. And, hey. It won't work. Come on. Come on, damn it. I can't hear a damn. Okay, there we go. Fine. All right. That was Hoops. I did 2 videos. That was to some music that I did called E-Prom. And I got a bunch of footage of my sister like that you saw with the hula hoop there in the dark and all that. I've got full-length videos, which I'll show when we interview her. And that'll be an interesting interview. I was surprised that there's a whole hula hoop culture that I knew nothing about. This damn slapback crap. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good.
Coming soon on the doloremvox podcast, the Twilight Transmissions interview with Christopher Alvarado. So subscribe today and tell a friend. doloremvox. Your podcast. Our podcast. The podcast.
Okay, well, I don't know. My very first podcast, episode 1, was a bust. 3.5 minutes. Couldn't do it. Wasn't because I didn't want to do it. It was just because of this technical crap. Today, like I said, I got a bad slapback. I can't even, with the headphones. I mean, it sounds great. The music sounds good. Everything. The videos sound good. But my microphone has a latency. So maybe Paul will call me and help me. But we got to get Paul in here. He was going to be a co-host. And like I said, I'm going to have guest co-hosts. People who just feel like they want to join in. You're welcome. Just get with me and we'll have you on. And we have Jeremy Stevens. Like I said, he's purchasing equipment, microphones and stuff like that. And he wants to do the co-host, sit in the seat. So we'll get him in here. Let's see. I showed the videos that I wanted to show. And I showed you my video, Love My Monsters, that was taken down. Hopefully it won't affect this, podcast. I'll have to remove it. Hopefully not. It's my very first video I ever did. I did it with, Microsoft Movie Maker. What I used to do that. And the music, you can get the music at Yahoo. You can get the music at uropatwin.com. And my music's available pretty much wherever you buy music. Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon. Uropatwin's there. If you want it, it's there. Like they said, if you build it, they will come. Not true. Once you build it, then you got to advertise. It's a whole nother thing there. So, okay. Wow, we've been into it for an hour, 12 minutes. And I'm going to let you go. I'm not scheduled to do another podcast until the 29th, my birthday, Wednesday, the 29th at 5. I might come on next Wednesday, though. So you might want to just tune in. Because if I can get this microphone stuff taken care of, I'm going to come on. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, I just don't want to talk about me and myself. And I'll have some stuff prepared. Pretty much this was an introduction to who I am and why I did this. And I did this podcast because I had to do this podcast. I didn't know that I had to or needed to until I started doing all the research. I mean, I spent 2 months just dived into StreamYard Online on YouTube. And there's a lot of good information. You got Think. All these different. I made a list here. Let me see if I can get to it. What is it here? Where's my list? Where's my list? I don't see it here. I don't know. Oh, I have got an interview coming up with Nicholas DeMille. He is a relative of Cecil B. DeMille, the famous director, actor from the silent movies era on into the talkies. A lot of you will know who that is, Cecil B. DeMille. And I have his descendant who's going to be on, I'd say, March. March is probably a good time. So that'll be an interesting interview. I've already started doing the research and pulling some film and some facts and such about Cecil B. DeMille that I didn't know. Fascinating. Fascinating. It'll be interesting to talk to Nicholas DeMille, his descendant. So I'm looking forward to that. I had a list here that, let's see, is this it? I don't think so. Could be. I don't know. Let's see. What we got. Oh, these are guys like Nick Johnson. People that I watch on YouTube that I like. Let's see. I binged on Shout. It's Shout. If you type in Shout in YouTube, I binged on Pee Wee Herman. They were showing the Pee Wee Herman show. So I watched that for weeks on end. And a lot of stuff was just in the background. I'm doing my research on YouTube for this podcast. And a lot of television that was going on, I wasn't even paying attention to. But there's a lot that I don't miss. Like every Friday at 3 o'clock Mountain Time, I watch the China show. I like that. That's a good show. Larry McDonald, Town Hall. I like to watch him. He's on at noon. That's Eastern time, so 10 o'clock my time. I'm trying to, I have a list. Oh, there's my list. Of course, it's on the floor. This is it. The Daily Woo. This guy just walks around L.A. talking about, places that have been there or are there or used to be there. It's entertaining. And then, of course, Santa Monica Close-Up with Fabian. Fabian Lecar, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name right now, but Fabian of Santa Monica Close-Up. It's just him. He cruises around on his electric bike with his camera and records stuff in Santa Monica at the boardwalk, the pier, homeless people, you name it. I started following a lot of this stuff when COVID hit. Like everybody, we're all locked down. What do? Well, we watch YouTube. That's what I did. So we got Sky News, Australia. I love it. The China Show, Nick Johnson. Yeah, we got Peter Santinello. And he's great. I want to get him on as I'd like to do it once a week. I'd like to interview another creator. Not anything long and drawn out. Just, there's a lot of guys out there doing this that I really enjoy watching. And they've helped me by taking me out of where I'm at, and I'm able to travel the United States, able to go to L.A., able to go everywhere, right here. Don't have to leave the house. We got Cash Jordan. Cash Jordan, I watch him every day. He's out of New York. Town Hall with Larry O'Connor, never miss it. Think Media. That's where I've gotten most of my information, and I still get it, on how to use StreamYard, how to use YouTube, how to do this, how to do that. Great resource. What else do we have here? Oh, German in Venice. That's another guy there in Venice. He's a German guy, lives in Venice. It's awesome. And then you got Candace Owen, Soft White Underbelly. It's a good show. And of course, Adam Carolla, which I always loved Adam Carolla. And like I said, I've been doing Pee Wee's Playhouse on Shout. Shout Studios is what it's called. And then John Solo. This guy, Messed Up Origins is what his show is called. And it's great. He did one on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I'd say head over there. I think you might find it interesting. It's called John, Jon, Solo, Solo. And I don't have any of these people down in my links, but I'll make sure to do that for next time. And I'll go through this list again about who I enjoy watching on YouTube. And that way you can go and check them out for yourself. So, yeah. I think I mentioned everybody. Yep. Oh, and the guy, Winter is Blue. It's one word. Winter is Blue. It's a guy named Mateo. And he's a van lifer. Lives in his van with his cat. And I've approached him. I've approached a lot of people already to come on as interview guests, like Cerebellum, the band. They didn't. They said no, not at the moment. But I mean, I don't have much show. I've got 14 followers, but besides that, I have over 400 views. I got notification today, so people are watching my stuff, my content. But my subscribership it could be a lot better, and hopefully it will be. We'll see. I'll be at this, like I said, every week. And I'm even thinking about going on just like Facebook, doing a live thing, like a short cast, 15 minutes, half hour or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think one show a week is enough, but we'll see. Got to have stuff to talk about. So with that, if you have anything that you'd like, to hear or talk about, a topic for a show, send it to me to doloremvox @gmail.com, or you could just put it in the message here, and we'll use your topic for the show. Hopefully, maybe not. But if we do, I'll invite you to come on. You don't have to come on, but I'll invite you. I'd love to have you on here, just so you can explain to everybody why you picked this particular topic and what that topic means to you. So with that, I'm going to sign off, kids. Thank you for joining me today. It's been my honor. I hope this podcast finds you well. I hope nothing was too loud or obtruse, but I'll find out. We'll see. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end, and we'll see you again. I am definitely scheduled for the 29th, which is not next week, the following week, Wednesday, my birthday. I'm definitely going to be here. And I'll most likely be here next Wednesday, too. So, with that, check on in. And we'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Thank you.